remember, you got dreams too. You be like, you following this person, following that person. What about people following you? Back in the days, you were like what they call it, ed student in school. Let me tell you how lost I was in life. I forgot that I was a professional runner for many years in school. Professional. That's how much I've been lost. And 2 days ago, I don't even want to cry. I was outside and I was upset with Nikki. I guess you all see the video. It's on my Venice R Fung Chung page on Facebook. That's where I'll be hanging out if you can find me. Venice R Fung Chung. VENEICE R Fung Chung. I got 2 pages over there. That's where I live. So it's like I was outside and I'd be like, I felt the fresh air and I'd be like, damn, I'm outside. I'm actually sitting outside. I realized that I am living. I'm outside. And then I was like, Nikki, leave me alone. And I'm enjoying the fresh air. Because the way the world have us, it's just TV, phone. We forgot to live, And so while I was outside, Nikki came out there. She can't malice me for long. She came out there and she was like, you got that song. What the song say? Follow me, man, dog bite you. And Nikki said, why don't we do a video of you running? And I said, great idea, bitch. That's a great idea. Let's do it. So we didn't want my address to show. So we had to run in a certain direction, So I started running. And I said, wait a minute. I know this girl. I remember her. Venice, the runner in school. I ran for many years in Guys Hill Primary School. I was on that hibiscus team and I was running. And even in America, I used to have my trainer. Now I know what went wrong. I had my trainer, personal trainer, the same guy, believe it or not, that trains, I told you all the time her name, that played the Serena and her sister. He trained both of them. He used to live at their house and train them. That was my trainer. And I used to run. That's the happiest I am when I run. I'm even saying things that I'm realizing and remembering. That I am happy when I run. And so life was beautiful. And I even got him to train the kids to play all of them. I had them playing tennis. I didn't really want to play tennis. He was just training me. I just love running around the field. But what my trainer used to do is every day after he trains me, he would bring me to a motel. He would rent the motel, bring me inside and said, let's just relax for a while and then you know what he wants. And I said, no, he just wasn't my type. And it's like God have to remind me that, hey, you are paying him. You don't have to allow him to not only get payment, but also want your body. And so I really liked him as a trainer. But he continued to train me, turning him down at the motels. And then when he would try that again, I said, don't even try it. I'm not going in there. So what he would do now was whenever he was training me, he would if I fell on the ground, he would come, brush off my knees and kiss it and found a way to touch me. And I had to be strong. And I remember one day bringing me home and he he was like driving, then he go, huh? And I was like, what's wrong? You know, just stop suddenly. And he said, your neck. I said, what's wrong with my neck? And he'd be like, it's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
And I'd be like, well, I even remember going home and looking at my neck to see if it's really beautiful. You feel me? Right. But I said, okay. But then I went to my bed in the night and my father dreamt me and my dad said to me, run for your life. That was before AIDS was around or anything like that. And I'm almost sure by now that he probably passed on based on that. Because later on, somebody else that he was training told me that she took an abortion, ABOR, for him. So it was something that he was doing all the time to the ladies that he trained. You get what I'm saying? So now I realize why I stopped running. But I also realized that I was running the race of life. I'm not too upset with myself because I spent a lot of time running the race of life, being a single mother, a mother of 13, you know, and wanting to make sure that they reach 18, that I bring them to that plateau, especially when I lost my first set of kids to the government, and God gave me a second chance to raise 6, 7 children, and I wanted to prove that I can do it, because the government took away my first set of kids before because they say I can't manage. I couldn't manage financially after my Chinese husband left me. I couldn't manage, you know, and they said that they took the kids because I wasn't able to provide for them. And I wanted to prove that my second set of kids, I stick by them and I continue to run the race of life. But now all my kids are 18 years old and I'm free to run the race of, not just the race of life, but I am free to regain back my life. Now it's time for me. Now it's time to regain back my strength. You ever wondered how comes I've never been a citizen of the United States and I lived here so long? Well, the truth in regards to that was all these years, it was like so complicated to become a citizen because my children were adopted by my mom. My mom needed to provide proof that she adopted my kids. And my mom refused to provide the proof that she adopted my kids. And there was no way for me to get my citizenship without certain documentation from my mom. My mom died without me getting those documentation. To make a long story short, you know, because it's immigration matters and everything, I have to say that I prayed for all of them to become 18, where it's no longer as relevant because they are adults. But before they become adult, they would want to know where are they. You have to provide proof and everything. And even if you look to see if Amari have 13 children, you will never see that, because my mom took it to another level. My mom had their birth papers changed, where the birth mother of those children happens to be her. You don't see Amari's name anywhere as the mother of those kids. You know, so my story goes way back. But I'm here to tell you that no matter how bad your story is, do not give up on life. What is it that you want? What is it that you really, really desired all your life? I'm sure it's not just a relationship. Have you allowed a relationship to stop you from accomplishing your dreams? You know, have you allowed that? Have you added someone to your life that is not a good spice for what you're trying to cook? Like you're trying to cook curry goat. Would you put browning in it? So you want to be a superstar. What are you doing with a bum who don't care a fuck about life? You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I've been with Bob. And Gully Bob was a superstar then. And so he took me to a whole new level. Instead of a guy out here who does nothing for me. What is it that you really want? You know, as I said before, each and every day, I have to be fighting with life. Recently, I said to God, you know, okay, I got my documents now, ready to travel. Oh, I may go to Jamaica. I may go here. I may go there. Then I said, what will it add up to? What am I doing all this for? And then you got to find out what is your purpose in life. Because it makes no sense having a purpose without a plan. Before I wanted to save the world, I realized I had to come back to square one. You have to want to first save your children from child molesters out there and everything. Spend time, raise them. Make sure they're around someone trustworthy. In the midst of it all, you got to change yourself. You got to save yourself. You know, because I promised myself, no more am I coming on the internet with my hair undone. You give the enemy something to talk about. But the greatest thing about Amari is I always work on my beauty and on myself, whether you realize it or not. Like in my house, I don't really dress a lot, but I'm always taking care of my skin. I'm always eating certain things for certain reasons. I know that there are many people that they like to take their vitamins and all that, but they don't think, should I take something for my brain? Should I take something for my heart? Should I take something for my liver? Should I take something for my kidney? These guys be working real hard, and we just take them for granted, you know? And it's like recently, someone who is very close to me, their mom died from the thing that is going around, still going around. And I said to myself, I have to take care of my immune system. I can't just tell myself that this thing don't exist. It's best I tell myself that this thing is something that they want to ignore, and, you know, because they don't want to pick up the bill. They don't want to pay unemployment for another year, so they simply ignore it. But not because they ignore it means that we should ignore it. What is it that you need to fix in your life? Is it a broken heart? Well, believe it or not, a broken heart can be mended. It can be mended with the word of Christ, reading the Bible a lot. Well, my eyes aren't that good anymore, so I'm not able to read the Bible like I used to, but I listen to the audio. That's why I'm always spending time on YouTube, listening to the audio. And when I was little, I remember reading in the Bible where it says, train up a child in the way he or she should be, and when they're older, they'll never depart from it. And so I studied many Bible verses that are able to keep me going in this time. Trust me, there were times in my life when the devil said, get rid of yourself. You have no purpose for living. You have no reason. The children that you love so much, they don't respect you. They don't care about you. Ain't no man wants you. You're the mother of 13 kids. What is a man gonna do with you? No mother-in-law gonna accept you. No father-in-law gonna want you in their family. Nobody gonna want you to have their name. They'll never want you to be the queen of dancehall because you got a bag of kids. Ain't no producer gonna believe in you because you're the mother of 13 and you 54 years old. Every producer now wants a young singer They don't want someone after they pass their 40s. The devil gonna be telling you a lot of things, but you gotta believe in you. You gotta know that greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. You gotta believe in you. So people are saying, I am so confident. That didn't just come like that. Jesus planted that in me and gave me a reason for living. This is not the time for you to give up. So what? Your relatives did not file for you. So what? You can stay right where you are and be the queen that you are meant to be. I have seen so many people, family members, come to the U.S. and forget about them. And they make it here. They make it here and are doing better than them. So what if they left you behind? So what? It's coming around where it's going to be your time. So what if he left you for another woman? They belong together because God sees greater things in you. So what? So what if your father denied you? So what if your mother called you a hoe and don't want nothing to do with you? So what if your mother lied on you? So what if your mother stole your relationship or broke up your marriage? That's because God got something greater planned for you. I don't know who this message is for, but after I'm finished talking to you, you can never be the same because God got great plans for you. Because your grandmother's spirit loves you, watch over you, watch over your son, and everything is going to be all right. Darker days are coming, yeah? But better days are ahead for you. All my life, my older life, I thought about Gandhi. Gandhi became one of the most superior, popular person in the entire world. He didn't have a lot of money and all that. No, he didn't. All he had was a voice. And I don't have the managers, the agents, the monies to have 1 million followers follow me, although I reach 500,000 on Instagram. I don't have the money to go buy 10 million followers and fool myself that I'm famous and to fool you. But I got something. And you know what I got? Experience. Experience. L.A. Lewis said something today, and it definitely gave me strength. He said, Amari, I've never left you. I've never left you. Even though we walked through the valley of the shadow of death, we went through the pandemic together. I've been here with you for over 10 years. Even when you laugh with me, laugh at me, cry with me, I'm still there. But you know the greatest thing is you are still here. It's great to be alive. And I'm going to tell you a secret that I used years ago when I came to America. I don't know how I came across it, but I must have read it somewhere. But it came to me at the right time. If there are things that you need in life, write it down. Get a paper and write it down. I'm not talking about writing on your phone. I would say paper and pencil, because your ancestors recognize that. Write down 20 things that you hope to accomplish before the end of 2023. And start going about these 20 things. As you go about it, you cross out each line that you accomplish. I did it. And guess what? I accomplished 19. One was like the hardest thing ever. I wanted my husband to come to the USA. And it took years back then when you have a green card to file for him. And I gave birth to his son. His son got sick. And it so happened that they needed blood in the hospital for my son. And I went to Jamaica and asked the immigration to send up his dad so that his dad could give blood for his son. That was the 20th thing. It came with such a challenge. Just as much as on my list, I say I will be the queen of dancehall in 2023. The challenge is garbage. I have a feeling the challenge is no more. But if you really want something, don't just dream. Go for it. You want to lose weight? Stop sitting there and criticize Amari. Get down to it. Do what you got to do to lose the weight. Do your research just like me. You get what I'm saying? You want to feel better? How can you feel better about life if you don't feel better within yourself? You want to feel better within yourself? Start taking care of yourself. Like today, I just picked up like 24 rainwater. You know, it's good to detox you and stuff. You know, I'm not a doctor. But whatever you want, go for it. That's why there are certain people that when I'm in a jovial mood, I may talk about. But these are really people that I admire. People like Lady Saw. Lady Saw, still relevant. No matter how she comes, she's still relevant in dancehall. People like Spice, not giving up, still continuing the journey. People like Chancy, who have a dream, and want to be a crossover artist. You get what I'm saying? What is your dream? I know that you got a dream, and all it takes is maybe to sign up for a class. That's all it takes. All it takes is to try to get your student loan on your own. All it takes is to go and try to get a visa on your own. You never know. All it takes is for you to try driving on your own and go take the driver license test. And yes, go try to get a vehicle. You may end up paying 0 deposit down. You get what I'm saying? You want something. You need to go for it. You need to really, really go for it. Are you like me? I was once a fool. I used to make all my men's dreams come true. Oh my gosh. I'll be like, anything you want, baby. Stupid bitch. I was making their dreams come true. And the better they become, more women wanted them. And then I was left behind. I remember when I bought the first suit for my baby daddy to go do this medical job. And I was so proud of him and proud of myself. You know, and he came home every day for lunch and he came home for dinner. And I felt like that woman. And one morning I got him dressed and he was upset with me, kicked me to the ground, stepped on my fingers, my beautiful fingers, and crushed them with his shoes. And let me tell you something, that's the worst pain ever. I've never felt such pain in all my life. And I gave birth to so many children. And I looked up at him and I was like, wow. A couple days after, I caught him having lunch with his co-worker. He totally denied me, denounced me. Say, yeah, I got a kid for him, but he's not with me. And I said, wow. I gave you all my energy. Not anymore. Not anymore. I ain't giving you my energy anymore. I'm gonna go out there, work out 2-3 times a day, build back my muscle, build back my strength, because people think that weak people can worship God. You got to be strong to worship God. God ain't want no weaklings around here. You got to be strong physically. You got to be strong mentally. God wants strong people around here. I was thinking that even to be in dancehall, you understand, you got to take care of yourself. You got to eat right. You got to be strong. Yeah, bring me a rainwater. Yeah. You understand? So you take care of yourself. You heard? Where will you find me? Come on over. Facebook.com/ Amari777. You will see me post some videos, and just click on the name beside those videos and you'll find my different pages that I operate from. But it's my duty and obligation to provide content for my Facebook. So on Instagram, I only have like one post. You blame me? You got what I'm saying? I gotta make the dough, baby. But you get the content first. I'm still fair. I make sure I do it, but not everybody is able to catch the lives and all of that. But please, I ask you to come on over, and I'll make sure that you always get content. Search for Venice R. Fung Chung, 2 pages, and Amari DJ Mona Lisa page on Facebook. You heard? So you take care of yourself, because you're very important to me. God bless.